Hwasa has put out an absolute bop called Twit, which looks pretty straightforward on the outside but displays some pretty complex emotions down under. From the very first scene, the music video gives some clues regarding the themes of the song. Hwasa is holding a Jaws soundtrack vinyl and the book Animal Farm. Jaws is a movie about a giant man-eating shark. And interestingly enough, in Korean, we use the phrase 남자를 잡아먹다 to describe situations when in a couple, the woman overwhelms and dominates over the man. Animal Farm is a book that's a satire on the Soviet Union. In the book, the characters try to manipulate and breed other animals into following them and their ideals until everything starts falling apart and everybody becomes corrupt. Is this a foreshadowing of Hwasa's future? Let's find out. The first verse displays the characters of Hwasa and her boyfriend. The boyfriend is a fool or a twit. He is a man that only looks to Hwasa. In the MV, the boyfriend keeps trying to get her attention, trying to entertain her. However, Hwasa is rather uninterested and probably thinks that he is a pathetic loser and a fool. In this scene, you can see Hwasa on a throne with a crown, symbolizing how she is put on a pedestal and treated like a queen by the boyfriend. In another shot, she is in between two male lions with big manes, signs of dominance and leadership, and she kisses the lion, symbolizing that she prefers strong men that are grounded and more dominant. All this adds up and shows how she is dissatisfied with her current boyfriend. As a continuation of the themes from the previous verse, Hwasa is once again held and put on a pedestal by her boyfriend. He does everything for her. Basically, he's living for her. This makes him look very lonely in Hwasa's eyes. She knows that she doesn't love him as much as he does. This makes his actions look desperate and very lonely. It's like he's begging to get her attention that she has no intentions of giving him. Throughout the lyrics, Hwasa constantly refers to the man as 심청. 심청 is a character from classical Korean literature that's a symbol of sacrifice, dedication, and blind love and care. In 심청전, the story that 심청 appears in, she's a good daughter who takes care of her blind father. One day she hears the news from a monk that if she provides with 300 bags of sacrificial rice to Buddha, then her father will be able to see again. She then hears the news that merchants are looking for a human sacrifice to throw into the river in order to calm the rough waterways. She volunteers towards the merchants in exchange for 300 bags of rice, which then she gives to the monk. She jumps into the river and dies, and the father opens his eyes the next day and is able to see again, only to find out that his daughter is dead. The irony that the boyfriend is referred to as 심청 is that she is considered a very good character in Korean culture, the epitome of blind love and dedication. She is a role model. The continuous reference to 심청 in these lyrics makes Hwasa's emotions towards the man very multi-layered. It can't be simply defined as her thinking he's pathetic. Rather, she feels like the man is a good man, just like 심청, and feels pity that he is meeting someone like her when he could be meeting somebody that can actually appreciate him. Also looking at the MV, she goes to what looks like a depiction of some sort of high society party. likely to look for somebody better than her boyfriend. Everyone is in fancy clothes. It's very contrasting to the humble looks of the boyfriend's house. However, here no one talks, no one gives the slightest attention to Hwasa, despite her dancing like crazy on the table. And despite this being some sort of dining setting, there is no food or drinks to be found in the glass or the plates, alluding to the fact that there's no substance to these people. Perhaps this brings out a sense of regret in Hwasa regarding her boyfriend.
내가 멍청해 너를 변돌린 싸가지 악마의 속삭임 욕심이 널 밀어내니까 내가 늦더라도 기다리지 마.
In this part of the song, Hwasa refers to herself as the twit. She realizes that she's the one that's a fool and a twit. Like what I said earlier, she thinks he is a good man, but she feels that she has infected him and basically ruined him. Her inner consciousness is telling her to push him away, but she refers to those thoughts as demons, meaning that she feels they are wrong and she feels that she shouldn't listen to them. And she comes to a realization that she's the bad person and she doesn't deserve him. So she tells him to leave. The emotions of Hwasa start to go in a downward spiral. Her facial expressions become drastically different. She feels lost that she cannot appreciate the man that has treated her the best and is likely confused as to why she feels this way. There is a scene with her touching a bird on a tree. In my opinion, the bird is a metaphor for her boyfriend and the tree for Hwasa. The bird is about to fly off, foreshadowing the boyfriend's departure. There are other birds on the tree, likely implying the other twits, since the number of birds coincidentally match with the number of other twits that were in a different shot. The tree is very barren with no leaves and looks almost dead. If you think about the relation of birds and trees, a bird can fly off whenever it wishes to. A bird does not make a barren tree any less barren. It can make the tree look more beautiful temporarily, but once the bird flies away, it's back to being a lonely, barren tree. A dead tree with a pigeon on it and a dead tree with an eagle on it, there's no difference. They're both dead trees. And Hwasa feels that she is that dead tree. No matter what kind of birds flock her, no matter how many birds flock her, she will be still barren inside. And she's realizing that the problem is not the bird, but herself. In the outro of the music video, Hwasa tries to get back with the man, but he refuses. Ironically, the title screen saying 멍청이 or twit flashes right after a shot of Hwasa's face. It's almost as if the music video is directly telling the viewer that the fool and the twit was not the boyfriend, but Hwasa all along. If you like this video and want to see more of these kind of stuff, please be sure to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/dkdktv, where you will be able to support us, and not only that, but also get exclusive content like podcasts and exclusive reactions. Also, you can get some early access to some of our next videos, so if you want to see all of that, then please be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/dkdktv, and until next time, bye bye.